What'd you expect? Black leather?
Eat shit, Bryan Singer. That's all I have to say to that. Woo! Hey guys, welcome to Cine Vibe. Today we're going to be watching X-Men 97, Season 1, Episode 9, Tolerance is Extinction, Part 2, the finale of X-Men 97. That's what I've been calling the triple episode finale event. Finale, and finale. Full transparency, this is technically a rewatch because my original footage for my reactions for 5 through 9, the footage got corrupted and I couldn't use it. And so rather than just having a gap in my reactions from episode 4 to episode 10, the finale, I decided, you know what, we're just going to roll with it. We're going to redo it, but we're going to be upfront about it. So this is not a surprise vibe. This is more of like a retrospective commentary type of vibe. So I hope it's still fun. Give it a shot. Okay, let's just get into it. Oh, Charles. Nothing quite like the early morning reflection of failure to help you wake up in the morning. That's so eerie, how they're all like frozen. I wonder if they are still aware, but they're just trapped. Of course, the Friends of Humanity. See, I think she's conscious. I think she's aware. Because she's crying.
Finally quiet, Mother.
And see, even though she's racist, I think she realizes, like, oh my god, how could my son do this to me? Yes, Jubilee. But honestly, Storm, you have missed so much on your personal journey. Like the mansion's gone, basically.
Magneto
Storm's like, look what happens when I leave for 2 days. Hopefully it's been at least a month.
To be free, to finally be together, to have a family, a child like Nathan.
The choice should have been ours.
That was my fear. From the moment I first met you, that you would
it's
help
like,
build a world
like a dream
where
and a nightmare
mutants
at the
could
same
live
time.
However they wish, but that you would never allow yourself to enjoy it. Perhaps that was a mistake.
Oh, I do love the character design. Scott has the dad genes and Jean has the mom genes. Yeah, he's like, no, I'm still mad at you. It's way too soon to extend the hand of peace. And this is what I'm talking about, Charles. Have you ever actually... You know how I feel.
Trask survived, and so did...
Sorta.
Really?
As a techno-organic zombie. But also, I love that when she woke up, Remy was her first choice, you know,
You're back.
between Gambit and Magneto.
Your powers.
And a reunion of sisters.
Please. Aurora's doing her modest goddess routine.
This whole thing rigged together an electrostatic deflector ages ago.
Oh me, oh my. Oh, my friend.
Yeah.
Thought
I mean, that
about
was very prudent.
Jean,
Thought about it.
what happened? I know. We're actually
You just
relocating to the
noticed,
old base on
Storm?
your
Like,
island
you
for
just
clearance supplies.
noticed?
Its yard
Place
should
looked
be
like shit
operational.
from the outside, too.
I can feel the Earth's magnetic field dying even now. When the sun sets tonight, it sets on the future.
See, I know that it's not technically her primary power set, but shouldn't, as like an embodiment of nature, shouldn't Storm be able to kind of fix it? I don't know.
Logan, if you must punish someone for today, then start with me.
Yes, Charles gets it. He didn't want this to happen, but honestly, none of this could have happened without Charles, in my opinion.
In the Galapagos Islands.
That's Bastion. He's probably ruining the environment for those poor Galapagos turtles.
Sounds like just another day that ends in Y when you put it that way.
Precisely. And we face it as we always have, as a family.
The boy could communicate with machines. Cerebro had detected him, so I assumed he was a mutant. His mother slammed the door when she heard the word.
In another world, Bastion would be in this portrait.
Oh, that is intense to think about.
I believe Magnus will be open to turning the power back on.
Well, didn't you also believe it was a good idea
Why
to
do you
hand
think
the
that?
bad guy your school?
Exactly.
The world ends in less than 12 hours. Kurt
Bigger
will teleport us
priorities,
to
but I'm not
Mulan.
done with the blame game.
Let's get to work, team.
we can use neutralizer technology to permanently disable his control of Prime.
Okay, no neutralizer technology.
I get it, Storm, but if you had seen episode 10 ahead of time, you probably wouldn't have been so against it.
Part of me wonders if Gambit should have been buried here.
Oh, look, she's wearing his jacket.
Remy was the most Cajun man I ever met. As much as he wanted to escape the bayou, he knew our lives are about what bits of us we leave behind.
I think it's funny how they sort of toned that down in this version. In the original, she was always calling him like, "You crazy Cajun."
I'm so sorry, Rogue. For you. For
And she's in
Remy,
her original
Moira,
outfit.
So many. And despite the power of
Oh,
words,
Moira died too.
nothing spoken can heal this pain.
People need time, not words, not monologues and dialogues. Time. It's like he always has. I think this is from one of the old live action movies. There's always a speech, Charles.
I am not the one who
I love that, the northern lights
with,
around
Charles.
Asteroid M.
There is a large asteroid hovering over my home that begs otherwise.
You bequeathed it to me, asked me to walk your path. Are you prepared to walk mine?
God, Magneto needs to share the exercise routine, because, woo, there's probably steroids involved. Let's get real here.
It was just as you said that day in the bar. A promise realized. I promised a boy a future free of fear, only to watch his frightened eyes be vaporized inside his tiny skull, because he believed in me, in the dream you had me sell. We are left with but two choices. Cling to this dying world, or rise to your future and look down upon this fallen pigsty planet.
Rogue, do not turn your back on
I get
family.
it. I get it.
You were gone, gal. None of you were there the day Genosha fell. Who dies next, Professor?
Yes.
Jean? Been there, done that.
Like, none of you were there. None of you saw the horror.
Roberto.
My mom handed me over to the Prime Sentinels, Jubilee. They collared me. What's left here?
Me.
Oh, he's like, that's not enough.
The offer was made.
It's never enough.
The door is open.
Hitching a ride to
Oh yeah, the original costume.
Just
Sorry,
when we-
my little brother just texted me a picture. He got Loki on Fortnite as his new skin.
Not my mother.
So I was just showing him, telling him I loved it.
Son,
Let me guess. Be careful.
no. Give him hell.
Oh,
Almost forgot.
this is all Cable ever wanted.
Am I going to war or a circus?
What'd you expect? Black leather?
Eat shit, Bryan Singer. That's all I have to say to that. Woo!
In under an hour, civilization as we know it ends.
Oh, the classic costumes. Oh my gosh. Even the goggles. Oh, you're still on about Trish? Fuck Trish. We're over her.
If you're wrong, Xavier,
Mm.
my hand will be forced.
If you don't trust me, trust my X-Men.
That is true, though. We all trust the X-Men a lot more than we trust Charles right now. Save the turtles. Okay, but see what's happening? Like, the crazier and more irrational he gets, he's devolving. Which, if the whole point of him was like, oh, maybe you're like 90% human and 10% machine, and you're doing this for humanity, the more that like the true hatred of humanity, like how hatred is an aspect of humanity that's infected him, and so now in order to further his mission, he is losing his physical humanity.
Forge and I will draw their focus in the air. The rest of you continue to the ground.
No, that's an army out there.
I thought of you while away, of when my sister faced her darkness and emerged stronger, a survivor.
We love to see positive female friendships.
Make them mind your weather, sister.
And them weather your mind.
We'd love to see it. I don't know what the name of that literary device is, but when you can like rearrange it and it still makes sense. A goddess shall rise. Yep. We were in the Galapagos this entire time. This is, remember, where Trask was trying to escape from Sinister. This one seemed bigger than normal. Oh, yes, finally. Finally more. Oh, look at the power. Okay, so that's how Cable got separated. I missed that the first time. Ooh. Come on, Jean. I already know she shows up. I mean, look at those shock waves. Yeah, the use of shadow travel is really creative here. Okay. Good, at least she makes a protective force field around herself. Very Wanda-esque.
If you ask nicely, I can tell you when I switched you.
It doesn't matter. Madeline fights with me today.
Yes, resist the temptation. We're beyond that now. None of that matters. Oh, the ISS. Love to see it. Except I'm sure they don't love to see that.
And so you have chosen your side.
Oh, good. We're skipping the blabber.
The blabber.
Time out, sugar. You're playing to kill.
Oh my god, the music during this scene is just everything. And it's like so much of the groundwork has been laid up as far as powers and battle tactics.
Or died on Genosha. Whose lives matter more?
I know, it's still hard for me to disagree with Magneto. Oh, their first lover's quarrel.
Magnus, for all your talk of ruling the world, it is the world that rules you.
Oh, how I've waited
Charles.
to say these two words to you, old friend.
I'm with you, Magneto.
Shut up.
Shut up, Charles. But I mean, I get that Magneto's plan is it actually will cause a lot of harm to mutants as collateral damage, but at the same time, it's like, how many free passes does humanity get? It's ridiculous.
Xavier's brats have breached the base. We must retreat.
It was a good try, Moore. A for effort. B- for execution.
Know your role, mutant. A snake like Sinister would never risk his life for another.
God, that animation. The wires turning into a hand. Oh, Storm. See, her only downfall. You can't let yourself get distracted.
I have studied you, Jean. Dissected you.
Jesus.
Look who's here. My writhing thing of chance.
Sinister's controlling you just like he controlled your mother.
We're just going full anime now. But yep, at this part of the plan, the gold team has not been ideal so far.
Scott, I love you.
No! Yeah, I remember I was like, ain't no way. And see, up until now, there's sort of been like an honor code where Magneto's like...
You've left me no choice, Magnus.
Well, you'll see. But see, Charles is the first one to break the honor code. This was, something sacred between them, the sanctity of the mind.
I'm sorry, sir. Gold Team still needs more time.
But shit, Scott, you know, he could have just kept him in stasis, because you could have been like, Charles, don't make him manipulate the shit yet. Just keep him on lockdown for like 5 minutes. And now look what you have wrought.
You are a traitor to your race.
Woo! Like, this is some of the most visceral content we've ever seen in Disney animation.
The brave always die first.
Logan.
I heard someone say that was a callback to a Magneto quote.
This feud is over.
Now, this was crazy, but we all knew this was coming. Ah!
Don't do this!
Yeah, he's like, you broke the code of honor first. Oh, look how it's coming out as a liquid. I've seen the original comic panel, and they were pretty faithful. I do like it. You know, that's a small mercy at the very least. At the very least, it like separates from his bone tissue and comes out in a liquid form, because if his bones had fully like amalgamated the adamantium, and it's like the bone structure were almost entirely adamantium, and then it just got ripped out, then it's like, you know what I'm saying? That would be so much more traumatic than just bringing the liquid adamantium, or bringing the adamantium out in a liquid form. But yeah, even though this was technically a rewatch reaction, you know, it's still fun to catch things that might not have noticed the first time. And we're back on track now. My reaction to the finale, episode 10 of X-Men 97 is a genuine first-time reaction. And I'm excited for that one to come up. At least there won't be any gaps in my reactions now, and it is what it is. Tried to make the best of a bad situation. But yeah, not much else to say. I feel like I said everything that I had on the mind during this rewatch reaction. But let me know if there are any series that you think that I should check out. I think next on my list, it's going to come down to either Invincible Season 2 or starting that Blood of Zeus or Blood of Olympus show, whatever it is. That one looks right up my alley. I love Greek mythology stuff. That's partially why Wonder Woman is my favorite hero on the DC side. Time to edit and then upload and dump these on the channel. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.